Okay, I know what you're thinking, a supermarket. But hear me out. One of my favourite things about travelling is seeing the everyday side of the country. Not just the famous landmarks, but the little things that show you what normal life looks like. So today, we're taking you grocery shopping in Paris. Because apparently, even buying snacks becomes an adventure when you're in France. After spending days exploring Paris, walking around landmarks, and trying different experiences, we wanted to show you something a little bit more realistic. What it's actually like popping into a French supermarket. And honestly, even this feels different. Maybe it's because we're on holiday, but everything just feels a little more exciting when you're abroad. First up, the fruit and veg section. And I know vegetables aren't usually the most exciting part of a travel vlog, but Paris somehow manages to make even vegetables look fancy. Everything was displayed so neatly, and it was interesting seeing different products compared to what we'd find normally back home. Of course, we couldn't walk past the bakery section because when you're in France, it would honestly be rude not to look. Fresh bread, pastries, and desserts everywhere. And the hardest part was trying to convince the boys that we couldn't buy absolutely everything. They suddenly become very passionate food critics when there are treats involved. And then we reached the snack aisles, which by far my favourite. It's obviously become the most important part of the entire supermarket. Forget the Eiffel Tower, forget the museums, this is where the real excitement was. Pretty sure they could spot a snack from about 50 metres away. One of the fun parts of visiting supermarkets abroad is seeing things you wouldn't normally find at home. Different brands, different packaging, different flavours. Such a simple way to experience a little bit of everyday life in another country. Supermarket trips are also something we love doing when travelling as a family. They're practical, they save money, and they're great for grabbing breakfast bits, snack for the days out, or things that kids actually recognise. Especially when you're travelling with children, sometimes having familiar snacks can make life a little easier. And of course, we couldn't leave without picking up a few things. And by a few things, I mean the boys managed to find exactly everything they wanted. Funny how that always happens. So that was our little Paris supermarket adventure. It might not be the most famous attraction in the city, but these are honestly some of the moments we love most when travelling, experiencing the everyday side of somewhere new. Our Paris adventure continues, so make sure you subscribe for the next episode.